Pep Guardiola's Manchester City need to overturn a 3-0 deficit against Liverpool coming on the back of their failure to clinch the Premier League title in the Manchester Derby, the quarter-final. Exit from the Champions League to Liverpool would take the edge of what could still turn out to be a record-breaking domestic campaign. City would be left with the formality of winning 2 of their remaining 6 games to add the championship to the Carabao Cup already in the trophy cabinet, as well as having the incentive to set new record totals in terms of points, wins and goals scored. But such are the standards they have set in the club's aspirations to be kings of Europe, not to mention their huge spend in the transfer market. It is not quite how they hoped the season would end. History is certainly against City tonight. Since the European Cup was remodeled into the Champions League in 1994, only twice has a team recovered from a 3 or 4 goal first leg deficit. Barcelona against Paris Saint-Germain, 6-1 win after a 4-0 defeat, last season, and Deportivo La Coruña against AC Milan in 2004, 4-0 win after a 4-1 defeat. Including all European competitions going back to the mid-1950s, such a comeback has only been achieved on 5 other occasions. Manchester City have lost their last 2 matches, but Pep Guardiola believes it can be done if his players can strike the right balance between keeping Liverpool out and going for goals. Scoring first, he says, is vital to build momentum and unnerve Jurgen Klopp's team. Of course, to go through we have to make almost the perfect game, create chances, be clinical, defend well and concede few chances, he said. All the conditions have to be perfect. Getting the results tough, but we have 90 minutes to do it, and in football, like all sports, everything can happen. What we are going to do is try. We have to score the first one, make the second one, and then we'll see the momentum. That can happen in the Champions League. Guardiola's hope that Manchester City can pull off one of football's great comebacks is fueled by the confidence that his attack-minded team invariably creates numerous chances and scores plenty of goals. Pep Guardiola has already practically guaranteed the Premier League title. Even the best teams the world sometimes concede 1 and then 3 or 4. Pep Guardiola they have netted 126 in 50 games all competitions, an average of 2.52. In the Premier League, where they have hit 90 goals in 32 matches, the average goes up to 2.81. That City will score is not in much doubt, although they, and Raheem Sterling in particular, will have to be more ruthless. City raced into a 2-0 lead in the Manchester Derby and could have scored 5 or 6. But they failed to add to their tally and were punished by United's second-half comeback. The pertinent question is, can they keep out a Liverpool team who have not been short of goals themselves this season, including hitting 7 past City? The good news for City is that Sergio Aguero, still needing one to bring up his double century for the club, will be back in their starting lineup, along with playmaker Kevin De Bruyne and right-back Kyle Walker, both rested on Saturday. The bad news is that Liverpool's top scorer Mo Salah is likely to have recovered from the groin strain that forced him off in the first game. And Guardiola's big concern is City's worrying habit of pressing the panic button on the big occasions. They conceded 3 in 9 minutes in the league game at Anfield in January, 3 in 19 minutes in last week's first leg, and 3 in 17 minutes in the Derby on Saturday. He says they must hold their nerve tonight against a team that he acknowledges causes his players problems with the lightning speed of their counter-attacks. It's how you handle the emotions. Even the best teams of the world sometimes concede 1 and then 3 or 4. It can happen, not just here, he said. Manchester City lost 3-2 to Manchester United last time out. Liverpool's transitions are quick. Their 3 up front, Salah, Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino, plus Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain are really quick. You don't have time to go backwards. They run into space, they score goals, they are really difficult to play against. For all the tactical nuances, however, Guardiola is simply buoyed up by his team's performances this season. What makes me calm is the way they have played in every game this season, he said. It shows what they are capable of. My team is exceptional. My team is extraordinary. They need to be tonight.